Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet.
Good morning, guys. So yesterday was how I do my shorts is that I shoot it on this camera and then I edit it in DaVinci Resolve and then I send it to myself in Google Drive, and that's how I do my videos, my TikToks, my outfit videos. Well, and if you guys are new to the channel, hello, I'm Lauren. I'm documenting my experience of becoming a filmmaker and a professional one at that, as well as a YouTuber. This is just my experience right now. I am working a part-time job at a retail store, and I'm trying to do side gigs for videos, videography, and also doing some photography on the side as well. This is my experience, this journey. I have a playlist called The Philly Show, and that is entirely what this is about. So welcome to the channel, and button your bootstraps. Ew. And also, I'm on break. Ooh, hot. Putting in the work. Cause I need that rent. But today, we are gonna have more of a story, obviously. You know, some days I try to film my videos, and then I just, you know, I have work those days and it just doesn't come together. And that's okay, because I have work. Balancing YouTube and work is always a challenge, and it always will. First, I wanted to talk about the fact that yesterday, when I was on my lunch break, me and my coworker, obviously, we talk about all of our dreams and aspirations as you do at work. We talk about, you know, moving to other countries, and he tells me, you know, they're actually paying people to move to other countries with like a smaller population. I said, tell me more. And so he told me more, and he said it's going to be like, there's some places in Italy and there's some places in Portugal that actually pay you 30,000 euros to move to that country and to have a house and renovate it and everything. And if you have a kid there, it's an extra 1,000. What an idea. And, you know, I was researching more into this concept because, you know, I am very adamant on seeing Italy, mostly because, you know, I am part Italian, and so that's kind of just my heritage. But also the fact of the matter is that Italy is cheaper, and it is a slow kind of culture. They literally take a break, like an hour or so break, close all the shops down, and they take time to relax. That is the culture of Italy. And yet here we are in America and hustle culture, and people are walking so fast and everything like that, and this, that, and the other, and work, right, to get anywhere in life. And I'm just like, But if I decided to move to Italy, would it be cool? My answer is yes, obviously. What an experience, right? Now, obviously, you have to go through a really long process of getting visas and getting work visas and all of these special things. But I just thought to myself, what an experience to move over there where all of the people are simpatico. After doing all of this, after making a movie and moving to the city and, trying to survive here, do I want a life in Italy that is slower? That is more meaningful, maybe? Now, that is a question. That is a question right there. But anyways, with everything being said, I am thinking about it. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Also, I haven't had breakfast yet. It is 9:35. I've already been to the gym, and my stomach is rumbling. So I guess we have to make food as well. Did you guys know that when I got hired for my position that I have a part-time job at currently, I interviewed and I told her my story of coming to Philly and everything. And she goes, "Oh, you sound like a risk taker," in a good way. And I was like, yeah, some can classify me as that. Well, thank you. And I believe to this day that is why she hired me. Because I'm a risk taker. Risk taker. So today, speaking of risky, today I'm going to be talking about my tattoos. Okay, so I changed into a tank top because the positioning of some, but here are my tattoos. So the first one on my wrist, the first one I ever got, was a compass. And this one kind of symbolized where I was going in my life. I got it when I was 18. I had no idea where I was going to go, what I was going to do for a job, a career. And so I got this tattoo because, I always thought that no matter what, I would always find my way. So this kind of symbolizes my inner compass. Now, I do want to say that each of my tattoos have a specific meaning. I don't put random tattoos on my body without a purpose or an intention. I think body art is really beautiful, and I like to look down and be reminded of some of these life lessons that I've learned and some of the good things that I have in my life. The second tattoo that I ever got was this one. This one is a camera with a world inside, and then also the little YouTube logo. This one was one of my favorite ones. It still is to this day. There was a lot of symbolism that went into this one. I wanted there to be a camera because ever since I was young, in like 5th grade, I was always obsessed with cameras. As soon as somebody showed it to me, I was obsessed. And so I've always had a kind of a camera, whether that be my iPod or my mom's camera or eventually my own camera. I would always be playing with it and making videos with it and stuff. So I've always wanted a camera because, when I look down, I always want to see something that makes me happy and makes me grateful for like what I have. And I have a bunch of cameras today. I love creating and seeing the world through my lens, which is why I have the world here. And I want to explore the world and travel the world. And then I want to share that with you guys, which was the YouTube part. I've always wanted to become a YouTuber ever since I got on YouTube when I was, again, probably around 4th grade, 5th grade. And I've always dreamed of becoming an official YouTuber and, traveling the world and making these videos and these contents and just getting paid to do what I love. And now that I am an official YouTuber and I do get paid a little bit for some of the content that I make, this was kind of like a manifestation of reality, which was so crazy. But I'm just so happy that like my little manifestation came true, and I never gave up on YouTube, and YouTube never gave up on me. So that's why I always have that tattoo there. This sparrow, and I got this tattoo because I was in a time in my life where I was getting tired of doing the same old stuff. I was ready to spread my wings and ready to get out of my small town, because sparrows symbolize art and creativity, and so I wanted a bird because I've always wanted the ability to fly. That would have been my superpower if I had any, would be to fly. Just to see, you know, the earth from a completely different angle would have been so cool. So I wanted something that, you know, flew, and a sparrow kind of stuck out to me as a bird, because of the symbolism that it has, and also the ability to just fly wherever you want to fly to, and have that freedom. So that's what that kind of represents. The fourth one that I got was this guitar. I was going through some rough situations, if you will, relationship-wise. I wanted to get a tattoo because there's beauty in pain. When you get art that is painful, it symbolizes something more. And so I got a tattoo of a guitar because I love to play guitar, but also it more so represents music. Music has played such a big role in my life, because I've always had music everywhere I've been, and it's such an amazing thing, and it pulls cultures together, and it's such an amazing experience to just be able to listen to how you feel. Music was kind of my savior during those moments, reminding myself that I'm not alone. People go through this as well as me. And then my fifth tattoo is a campfire, a tattoo that I got at camp, at summer camp. And this was my first year I've ever been to summer camp, and it was an all-girls summer camp, and it was the greatest experience of my life. And I talk about it all the time on my YouTube. But it was the greatest experience of my life, and I just wanted to mark that as symbolizing no matter what you've been through, you can still be happy. And I was so happy in this moment, and I wanted to remember it forever. So every time I look down at this tattoo, I remember that summer, the greatest summer of my life. Just a nice reminder to be like, no matter how dark things get, there's always a light, which is why I kind of got a campfire and a little bit of the stars in the mountains. I mean, the stars have a different symbolization, mostly because me and my girlfriend would always look up at the stars during camp at night when we were together, and we would see so many stars because we were in Maine, and it was just so beautiful. So I got, you know, stars because it symbolizes looking up at them with her during this time, which is when I met her. So, and then my last tattoo, my sixth tattoo, is a tattoo of a rose. It's still healing. It looks a bit crusty, which is because it's healing. But I got this tattoo because my cat is getting really old, and by the time that you're watching this, she would have passed. So her name is Rosie, and she was like my childhood cat. Gosh, I need to get my life together. And she's been there through everything with me, literally everything. And, you know, she follows me around. She would like lay on my chest whenever I would get sad, or we had a great time together. And so I got a rose because her name was Rosie. And also it symbolizes that even though there's thorns, there's bad things, you can still cherish good things, good memories. You know, with the thorns in the stem, something painful has happened. You can still make beautiful things out of it, and things still blossom and bloom from it. With all of these tattoos, there's always a story. And that is what I love about tattoos, is because each time something happens that's life-changing, life-altering, I want to add it in a tattoo. I want to add it in my body because once I'm gone and someone finds out, someone discovers, they can look at my tattoos and look at the stories and some of the things that I've been through, which I think would be really cool. Wow, this video took a turn for the dark side. Those are my tattoos. That's my little tattoo tour, if you will. I was working and some guy came in and was like, so, you know, was it worth it to spend like thousands of dollars on that arm? And I was like, to me, yes, because it holds stories and memories. And then he was like, well, I was just asking. I was like, okay, whatever. All right. It's time to go do a live stream. I'll catch you guys after. So, live stream's over. I made a section for tomorrow's video because I know I'm going to be working tomorrow. I really should get outside. I really should get some fresh air. Although my back door is open so that I'm getting fresh air. But I just, for some reason, I'm just exhausted, and I also need to edit this video. I feel like it's going to take a lot longer than just like an hour because it's got so many moving parts in it, and yesterday and today and just all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do is probably start editing this video and then watch some TV to maybe get my inspiration kicked. It's 51 degrees outside. That's why we were in winter jackets at this point. So we are heading to T-Mobile to pick up free player gloves. T-Mobile Tuesday. Supposedly. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. Well. So I'm trying to find music, and it's so hard to find good free music. It's like annoying because when you're balling on a budget and it's, you know, your stuff is slowly taking off, you still can't like afford some of this stuff. It's a little frustrating, but trying to find some music